Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I know we're half hour late, but I went to the park today because it was actually a nice day. Strangely enough, the rain held off, so I just don't know if I can even trust the weather forecast anymore. Might as well just look out the damn window, lick the finger, see which direction the wind is going, look up in the sky, see if there's any clouds. If they're dark, they're probably going to come over this way, and we're going to get some rain. But it held off. I was able to enjoy a day, or my afternoon, at park. The sad part is, of course, there was high school prom photos being taken, and they ruined the solitude and silence of the park. And an old couple was taking my usual freaking park bench, so I had to pick another one. I didn't really care to sit in, but oh well. I had my earbuds in. It was quiet. I was listening to my music, so it was my own kind of quiet. Okay, so today we have, of course, achieved the gear from the latest dungeon. We have all of it now. The question is, do we keep going for the current tombstone, which is mathematics? Dogs. Because right now it's, oh, that's cat. Yeah, casting. Yeah, it's a pretty hefty increase in defense and magic defense, which is, I mean, it's pretty big in the stats boost department. But if we try and go for the cruiserweight gear, stop. Wrong mouse. You know, we're only looking at, I mean, it's only like a 16-point increase in defense and 26 in magic defense, whereas the current gear set, I think, was much higher than that, actually, strangely enough. Yeah, it's 10 points higher for the defense. So technically this is better. Well, it's not technically, it is better, which kind of sucks because I don't like the look of it. I know we can transmog, and I'll probably transmog into, or excuse me, glamour. I would still like to get this stuff, but I could glamour it into the gear I'm wearing now, which is pretty badass looking, or I collect this gear by doing that stuff. So I think it might behoove me to do the cruiserweight. While it's not a whole lot of, you know, tombstones, that's okay, because I want to unlock cruiserweight cruiserweight 4, because that's my favorite one to do. So let's see how I do. Oh wow, that was fast. Holy crap. I guess people are doing this. I'm probably gonna get dunked on. Wrong mouse. Always the wrong mouse. Okay, we got a dancer. I come walking in with my medieval armor on. Oh, that dude looks dope. The Western style shooter there. Probably a gun, either machinist or gunbreaker. Gunbreaker. I don't know. I think it's gunbreaker. I don't know why I can't remember the damn names of the classes.
And he knows all the moves. The soul of the party and the king of the dance floor. Dancing Green.
This dude's straight up just like, what the hell? Went from skinny to freaking ripped. Also very, is that, did you just do a Michael Jackson move? We'll figure it out.
Are you ready to get down? The Upstart's Cruiserweight campaign begins.
I'll try and follow everybody else. I obviously got that much.
Can you keep up with the rhythm?
Oh. So he goes.
Started. Keep grooving, baby.
Oh, that's bull. I definitely hit. I definitely got onto the other side. Now, come on.
On the dance floor, everyone's a star.
It's like a chessboard.
Too much for the challenger.
Uh-oh. One of the healers is down.
Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby, burn! An invitation to dance. How will the challenger respond?
Interesting. I'm not quite sure how to... I'm not really caring that I'm not doing a whole lot of damage here.
Show me your moves!
I'm just trying to concentrate. Oh, what the... Damn it, dude. I was getting caught by that. Oh my god, we haven't even... Okay. Damn it, dude, I was so close. I was gonna say, we haven't even gotten half his health down. Problem is that you have to literally be right on the line. Essentially.
Beaver's take it home. Can the Upstart keep up with Dancing Green? Dance like there's no tomorrow.
Oh my god. Nope. Okay. Oh, they're pointing in the direction. Never mind. Okay.
Not bad, but I reckon you've got more in you.
Well, that's twice I've died now.
Back to it, dancers. They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
now.
Show us some electrifying moves.
Dude, that is such garbage, man. I clearly was off of it.
The challenger's down.
It's always that delay. Finally got him down halfway down his health here, but healers are on top of it at least.
Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby, burn!
How do you know how many times he's gonna do it? That time I understood it a little bit. Uh-oh. Okay. I got nothing. Both healers are down. I have absolutely no idea what the fuck I'm looking at. We do have a summoner still alive, so he can bring one of them back up. If he has the resurrect on him. Which he should. There you go.
Dancers, take it away!
Dude, I'm so confused.
Yeah, baby! I feel the fever coming on again! The knights reach the fever pitch! All eyes are undone!
Oh, they're already pointing in the direction. Okay. I'm gonna wait.
Dance like there's no tomorrow!
It's a lot on the right side. Yeah, no, it's a lot on the right side. Unless it's even, I have no idea.
Let's finish with style!
And I'm dead already. Dude, okay.
Groovy moves! The crowd's loving it!
What a dick move, man.
Come on, show me your moves!
Oh, come on, dude. The game's just making shit up now. That delay is such trash.
Keep grooving, baby! Ha! FFXIV. Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby, burn!
Whoa. Come on, this is what I'm talking about. I was out of it! Oh my god. That's bullshit, dude. I was literally out of it that time. I made sure I was.
Show us some electrifying moves!
I'm fairly certain that these are all the cruiserweight are different bosses. So
The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
Oh my god, did we wipe? God damn, dude. They literally make this almost impossible to just, like, almost impossible to understand. That was a big res. I don't know who freaking did that, but...
Yeah, baby! I feel the fever coming on again! The night's least of fever, bitch!
Right, left.
Dancing green! Dance like there's no tomorrow!
I'm literally holding the wrong trigger.
Let's finish with style! You're burning up the dance floor, baby!
I'm not sure what I did, but whatever.
Come on, show me your moves!
Jesus. Dude. Big heels, man.
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!
So yeah, M4 is probably not going to be what the same one as the original. Which I'm not entirely sure I'm looking forward to.
It's all over. Until next time.
Wait. Oh. Okay, so there's ones I can't do. Well, I got one thing. Good lord. That was insanity. It's just there was a lot to look at, and I thought I was getting it, and it's just not even close. But I was absolutely, the last time I died, I was absolutely out of that fucking, out of the spot. There's no way I didn't get that. This game, I mean, it used to be even worse than that, but this game used to have a problem where you'd be very clearly out of it, but lag would like dictate whether or not you got hit. It's all RNG essentially, unless you're literally out of it well ahead of time, and it's just like, dude, not a fucking chance, bro. Not a chance I was in that attack. No, not what I saw on my screen. Alright, so I got this thing. Hollow brooch. This one, I mean, the picture alone was colorful enough. I'm just gonna skip it. They're just introducing the boss. What is she from? Freaking Splatoon?
What inspiration will you give me, I wonder?
So she's a graffiti artist. That's a bump.
And with a flourish, Sugar Riot brings her work to life.
Ah. I was following everybody else, so I kind of lucked out on that. Oh. Okay. They're covered. Oh, here we go.
What's your favorite color? An image comes to me. I hope you like it hot and sandy.
Perfect for
The
Titan.
rain has become a desert.
How about a little more sunshine? When I think desert, I think of these prickly fellows.
No, Cactuar. Uh-oh. Like, whoa.
Watch out. It's a veritable storm
Oh
of
my
needles.
god. Oh my god.
There's something missing. Oh, I know.
Uh-oh.
Quicksand? Oh, you don't want to get caught in that.
Probably should have watched those guys. Ow!
What's your favorite color? When you can't decide on one thing, what do you think of this?
Oh, we got bombs and arrows.
Ha! Effortlessly dodged.
What do you say to a refreshing riverscape?
I say no. Oh, I ended up on the bridge.
Okay, a river. How charming.
Ooh.
forward. It needs a touch of thunder, a dash of downpour.
A thunderstorm has turned the waters muddy! How frightening!
I have it. Some destruction to facilitate deconstruction.
A massive raging storm! I hope you brought your parasols.
Oh, I didn't even see that back there. It's going to the right, or left. Burner.
What power!
I wish that freaking limit break actually killed her. That would have been sick, but it's just so useless. It's cool though. It sucks because it's like, what the hell, you know?
What do you think of this?
Bombs. We got bombs that are flying away.
Amazing! They clearly anticipated that attack.
Dude, that one was way easier. Hey, RJ. Well, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. Sorry, I was, like, really super concentrated on that one. But, like, that one was way easier than the first one. Like, what the hell, dude?
It's all over. Until next time.
For some reason, I can't get these. I don't know why I can't get those. I'm forced to... Can I only have one of each? Dude, I don't know how they keep coming up with these freaking dungeons and raids and like, it's such cool shit, man. Everything is different every single time. They gotta have some of those creative people for this game. Genuinely, like, just some of the most creative people I've ever seen in the industry. Because every dungeon, every trial, every raid is different. It's crazy. I'm just gonna go back to Nexus Arcade for about it. Hey, cool. I don't mind being background noise. It's pretty much what I was to all my exes. I didn't need to prepare. What am I doing? Okay, so can I get? Because I'm only holding one piece. I couldn't. Oh, there's the helmet. Let's try it. Okay, so we can get. All right, we only need one. That's why I couldn't get that one, because we only need one. But like, so you can only have one at a time? That kind of sucks. To test out my podcasting record idea. Nice, nice, nice. That's what you got to do, man. Just pull the trigger on it. Comparison. It is okay. It's 740. It's better, so I might as well just grab it, right? I mean, I guess any one of these would be better because they're all going to be the same increase. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter which one. I mean, that one was definitely the easiest one, so it would honestly, well, so far. I don't know about, I've got the Historia Ring of Casting. Okay, so I may not actually need that. Yeah, because that's 750. Okay. That one was cool, though, man. Tech details. I'll probably want to try recording a convo with someone soon as a trial run. That's the way to do it. Just gotta, you know, see how it flows, you know? I do my podcast with my brother because, well, we know each other pretty well. I would like to think. Where am I going? Is that it? Oh, yeah. Okay. You know, because I already know him, so it was easy to talk to him and everything like that. And, you know, he's passionate about the same things I am, so it just worked out. I'm actually in the process of editing the next episode, which I should have done months and months and months ago. Better late than never, though, because it's more like it's evergreen content, so we can talk about it at any point, but it's really late, so. Helmuth Studios. Where's the word Helmuth come from? I might farm M2 to get that gear. That was, because it was not only way easier, but it was actually fun. The first one was annoying. Figure Hellmouth is a bit too high. Yeah, well, it certainly stands out. It stands out, sir. Lord Helmuth. It's like you're trying to say helmet with a really bad lisp. There it is. There's M3. What? Okay. Yeah, that M2 was a lot easier to read. I'm not sure why I like the name, because it's kind of awkward. It is a chonky boy, isn't he? You got a chonky tooth. Hey, you know, it's tough coming up with, like, an original name. I don't know anybody who's used the word Helmuth, you know? It's original, it was creatively born out of another word that just like, wow, that's just too on the nose, so let's mix it up a little bit. You know, like mine's so generic. Gamers Platform was the original, now it's Full Spectrum Studios. It's, you know, I'm not as creative. Yeah, it works, man. And Studios, the thing is that Studios is like, it gives you the freedom, and that's why I had a I did a name brand change, because I wanted the freedom to be able to do more than just games, even though games is a huge part of what I do, and pretty much that's still the only thing on the channel. It leaves room open to do other things, like the podcast, like music, like my audiobook, all that stuff. But Full Spectrum basically says, okay, it's a wide breadth of things. You know, doing the full spectrum, you know, and covering the full spectrum, that sort of thing. Gamers Platform kind of just locked me into just video games, which I love video games, but, you know, I like singing too. I mean, I'm a singer. I like music. And I like many other things other than, you know, video games, building models, Legos, you know, all this stuff.
To take it outside, the brute abominator means business.
So, you know, Gamers Platform doesn't really allow me to experiment with that, so I just decided after 10 years or so it was time to rebrand.
My word. He's used his spell powers to manifest a weapon.
Dude, he barely fits on my screen.
Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing firm.
I'm watching intently. Oh!
Oh dear! Phoenix Flora have sprouted from the scattered
Holy
seas!
shit, dude. What the fuck is happening right now? Ah! Uh-oh. What's happening? Oh, I guess that just happens. Never mind.
Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around!
I'm just gonna follow everybody. Oh, he's going inside. Ow. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if he where he was gonna swing, because the last time he swung outside. Whoa! I'm dead. What the hell? I thought I got healed.
Goodness me, the brute abominator is hanging on the building.
You fucking bitch. I'm gonna give myself some shielding here. Dude, I just followed those guys. I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna get caught with this. You'll have to excuse me, RJ. I'm trying to pay attention here. I'll get to your comments in a minute or two, however long this is gonna take. We almost have them down to half. Oh, that wasn't good. I don't know if we could avoid that, but. I can't tell when he's gonna swing in or swing out. Yeah, okay, all right. That's such a dick thing to do, dude. I don't even care about. I'm basically last in damage, so I don't even care about my damage. Am I gonna die here? Am I gonna die from the fall damage? No. Okay, that was the damage. Good. Jeez, dude.
The destruction appears to have started a fire.
I'm just trying to get through all these, see which ones I like the most, and then I'll just farm that one. Second one so far is my favorite. Because it's easy to read, understandable, and it was very colorful and cool. First one sucked. Oh, shit.
Alive. The brute bomber must still be in there somewhere. A Punisher attack. Oh, the true power of this monstrous creature. What a thrilling battle this, and it rages on.
I don't know how people can tell whether he's gonna swing inward or outward. I'm so confused by that. I'm looking and I'm not seeing anything. Oh, just barely. Oh, it's shit. I was gonna say, it was over. I just saw it. Healers are on top of it, dude. I gotta give them a lot of credit. They're on top of it. That's why I wish I could pull the camera out a little bit more. Sadly, this is as far out as it goes. This is the limit of the game. I mean, they're making bigger and bigger bosses, and they're starting to fit a lot less on the screen. And it'd be nice to be able to see the whole thing. Shit. Oh my god. Oh man.
It's all over. Until next time.
Dude, nuts. Now I can knead on all this stuff. I got 93 on this, and I got 96 on this, so I'm at least guaranteed maybe those two pieces. That'd be great. Where's everybody? This is not everybody. Yes! Come on! Can I get to the other one? No! How did I not? I had two of them in the 90s. Damn it. Did I get another hollow brooch? I never thought about the literal meaning of full spectrum. You're right, that is better for your content. Are these randomly generated encounters? No, this is a raid. I honestly can't tell what's going on right now because this is so hectic. Yeah, like I said, M2 was way easier to read. I could see everything that she was doing, and I could understand the fight. That was just, I mean, he was big, and I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention to. I was trying to pay attention to what was going on, but I couldn't see, because he was so massive, I couldn't see the signs. I couldn't see what he was doing. It's kind of cliche, but what do you think about using a prism splitting a light beam as a graphic for your channel? Well, I mean, as a graphic? I can't. Well, here's the thing. The whole idea of full spectrum came out of my love for another game called Full Spectrum Warrior, which was back on the OG Xbox. And that's basically where I got it from. And then it took on a secondary meaning of like the full spectrum of content, that sort of thing. I see what you're getting at, like the color spectrum, but I kind of like my emblem that I made. It took me like a couple hours to come up with that and make it as unique as I could possibly make it. Next is arcade. Okay, so let's go. I think I have another accessory. Oh, I got the chess piece. Nice. I think I need. Do I only need one? Oh, nice. Yeah, see, like, you know, as long as you make it your own, it's not a big deal. Ah, I need 4 of these? Brother, come on. Well, okay. I have a whole bunch of freaking cards in here that I didn't know I had. Oh, most of them are useless. Nice. Okay. Oh, it's a crafting material. I need 4 of these surcoats. And 2 helms. Have a narrative, or are you just grinding out encounters? Well, I've finished the narrative up to this point. We're waiting on patch 7.3 for more narrative. Don't know when it's coming out. I didn't even know when 7.2 was coming out. I don't even think they knew when 7.2 was coming out. So, it's... Right now, I'm at the end game, and we have more than likely 4 more patches worth of narrative content before the next major expansion, whatever that might be. And this is the first time in any MMO that I've actually been a part of the end game. You know, I played World of Warcraft, I played many other MMOs, and this is the only one that I've really been able to grind out, you know? Is this an old game? Well, it is back in... The original Final Fantasy XIV came out in 2011. And it was not good. It was actually very bad. Because they had so many limitations on how many quests you could do a day and how many actions essentially you could take in the game per day. It didn't run well at all on any system whatsoever. I actually got a chance to try it. And it wasn't before I was recording things, but I could barely run it. So fat chance I'd be even recording it. And then they took it down and revamped it entirely, called it Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn, and it came out on the PC, PS3, no 360, I don't think. I'm pretty sure, because this game just came to Xbox like this year. So it's pretty much been exclusively on PC and PlayStation for the better part of a decade. Was that one with lightning? Because if so, I might have played it and gotten fed up. No. No, that one was Final Fantasy 13. 14 is, well, this. But it's basically, this game came out in 2013, and I've been playing it ever since. Although my time doesn't really show that, given the fact that I've been on and off for many years, because sometimes I couldn't pay for it because I was out of a job or something like that. How much time this for you? How much time have I played this game for? I would say the better part of a decade, but real time, sir? Playtime is 36 days, 13 hours, and 35 minutes. So you guys do the math. You do the math on how many hours that is. It's a lot. I'd like to think it's a lot, but not as much as I should. Let me put it that way. I have not played this game as much as I should, because I fucking love Final Fantasy. Way more hours than Civ 6. I love Civilization. My favorite Civilization, I haven't played them all, but the one that really got me the most was Beyond Earth. Mostly because it's in space. Like, it's space. So, and I love space. Is this where I'm going? Oh. East Yasulani. Oh, what? Oh, hold on. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? She went all the way there just so I can unlock M4? Come on. No, the games I have probably the most hours in, one would be Destiny 2. I've got over 1,000 hours in that one. I don't play it anymore. I don't know why my capture card just loves doing random shit sometimes. And then I would say another series that I have a lot of time in is Battlefield in general, but I would say probably the most time I've spent across all platforms would be Battlefield 4, probably. Humankind was good. Recent 4X in the same studio has a new 4X coming out that looks really good. I think it's called Endless Legend. From the Endless series. Because they have one called Endless Legend, don't they? Oh no, Legend of the Endless. Right? I have it on PC. I don't remember. I've got Endless... No, it's not Legend of the Endless. It is Endless Legend. I have Endless Space 1 and 2. Haven't played them yet, but someday, maybe. Though, that's gonna be hard if my gaming PC's at work. Either way, love Civ. I have Civ 6. Haven't played it yet. Shocker, I know. Now, normally I'd be grinding out the currency here because we can only get 450 per week to get the new gear. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna unlock the rest of these raids so that way I can at least get that gear. Because it's just a little bit easier to get. There's no limitation on, you know, I'm pretty sure there's no limitation on getting these pieces. Fairly certain. So I can get those as many times as I want. It's not like, oh, you can only get one per week or whatever. I don't think. I was able to knead on everything, so I'm guessing not. But I also said last week that maybe I will hop on my Bard and continue leveling that. Seeing as how Jeremy has gone back to World of War... Sorry, I kind of gagged it a little bit. World of War... World of Warcraft. He's gone back to it. For some reason. He said he was super excited about being back in 14 with me, and then he just gives up. Like, we barely played. He played once with me. So, I'm just like, you know what? Stay over there. I don't care now. Live in World of Warcraft, see if I care. Or what I like to call it, World of War crap. And I can say that, because I played it for years. And now it's shit. Now it's shitty. And I'm not gonna say that everybody loved Dawntrail for this MMO, but at least it was better than Dragonflight. Man, I saw the shit in Dragonflight, and I'm like, oh my god, it's gay. I'm just like, what the hell is World of Warcraft? It ain't the World of Warcraft I freaking grew up with, that's for sure. It's shit now. And I don't know what Jeremy sees in it, but I don't see it at all. Plus, I don't like Blizzard anymore. They've completely tarnished their reputation, their name, their brand. They aren't Blizzard of old. That's why I'm really excited for what Dreamhaven has to come out with. I still gotta watch that showcase, and I'll make a video on it. I gotta see what they have in the works, because that's Mike Morhaime, damn it. The man who created Blizzard. His new studio, Dreamhaven. I'm really excited to see what they got cooking, so. I don't think they're gonna go into the MMO space, but I heard that, actually, it was recent, I heard that the reason that Blizzard hasn't created StarCraft 3 is because they wouldn't know how to monetize it properly. And I'm like, wow, that's really shitty. So you're gonna kill off one of the most popular franchises you ever had because you can't figure out how to nickel and dime people for it? Go fuck yourself. Like, my buddy Jeremy, he wants me to get Diablo 4, you know, and his buddy Brendan is playing it, who I also am friends with, and it's like, it'd be cool to play the game with them. He says it's better, or it's good now because of the expansion, whatever. I'm tired of hearing that phrase. Oh, it's good now. Well, why wasn't it good when it released? You know, like, and it's just, it's kind of sad that we have to keep saying that, oh, it's good now. Why couldn't it be good back then? And I told him maybe I'll play it if I can get it on a heavy discount. I can't. And it was on discount. It was actually pretty cheap. It was like 25 bucks. I had to sell it for 40 bucks or whatever. Yeah, like, you know. I don't know. They're stupid. They're a really shitty company now. Run by a bunch of morons. They should have never merged with Activision. Well, yeah, they're the only people that are left for StarCraft. That's the sad part. I didn't play the multiplayer that much, but I loved the campaign. I only got through Wings of Liberty. And I was starting to go through Heart of the Swarm, but then I stopped somewhere in the middle. It was when I was still recording videos on that back in the day, and I never picked up Legacy of the Void, so. But yeah, so either I get it on either I get Diablo 4 on a steep discount, or somebody buys it for me, because I can't. It was on sale, and I could not bring myself to buy it. My hatred for Blizzard at this point is way too strong to want to even support their garbage. Yeah, there was, I used to watch the StarCraft, matches myself. When it was, Artosis and Tasteless, they were my two favorite commentators. And they were over in Korea on, what the hell was it called? That one station that was like basically the station to watch StarCraft on. I've been meaning to get back into watching StarCraft, matches and stuff, but I'll look it up later. Wait, he's already out. Whoa! The hell is this, Gundam? Witcher Gaming is a good StarCraft channel with the Bronze League matches. Yeah, it's a pretty dope sword, I'm not gonna lie. His armor's sick, though. They went full-on Gundam with this one. Really wish my capture card would stop doing this.
Let's begin, shall we?
Hopefully I can read this one.
Can the challenger defeat the warrior in his own lair?
I wonder if you can keep up.
Speed, it's as if there's a pack of him. Oh no! I couldn't avoid that one. A stylish evasion, well done.
Wow, that was a chunk.
I do like toying with my prey.
That voice sounds familiar. Uh-oh. Which one's a sequence?
Oh no!
Oh,
That was
no.
too much for the challenger.
Oh god. Okay, they're
Fend off a pack
they're
of wolves?
holding their sword in the direction they're going to be slicing.
Flying through! The earth is mine to command!
Oh, dude.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Damn it. Oh.
Bear my biting wings!
Okay. Well, the healers are on top of shit, dude. Oh, that ruined my freaking summon. Oh, he's just like Titan. He's gonna start chunking away at the outside of the freaking map. What the hell's happening right now?
Where did that colossal thing come from?
Ow. Whew. Oh, it's one of these. Okay.
Put the colossus to the sword.
Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, my God. It didn't even have a freaking thing showing where it was going to fall. I saw where it was cut. I thought I had plenty of room. Death number 2. And I'm dead again. I mean, it's just random parties, but I mean, the healers, I get picked up there and they don't heal me immediately.
But they're not out of the fight yet.
You're mine. Pack of wolves.
Oh, okay. That's that. Yep. Nope. Dude, I am so just fucking not with it right now. I can't see what the hell's happening. I'm trying desperately to follow it, but it's impossible. He just got to half health.
Try this.
Shit. I didn't see which one went first. Okay, it was him. Alright, well, I won't get hit by the last one at least.
The challenge
Holy
is down.
fuck, dude.
Is this the
Oh,
end?
that's lovely. What the? I'm so confused. I thought they were gonna come across or something. What the fuck, man? Well, I'm dead if I go in there, so I'm gonna have to avoid it.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Okay, that much I understand at least. Oh, here we go with this shit again. That's that way, that's the way. Okay, this is good. That's going this way. Oh, come on. No, 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 no. I survived that one. Oh, what the hell? Ow. Alright, I'm a dead man.
You're mine. Pack of wolves.
Oh, shit. God damn it, dude! I can't with this. I don't even like this one either. M.2 is the only one I really like. It's the easier of the four to read. Everything else is just absurd. Can't read any of this.
Try this.
He goes next, and then this guy. Oh, never mind. Okay. I don't know how we were supposed to do that. But I gotta get through these. I gotta get through them. Oh my god. Good over here. Alright, jeez. Holy shit, dude. We got a trophy, though. M2 is the only one I liked.
It's all over. Until next time.
Sure. I'm gonna knead on everything I can. Oh, look at my freaking... Oh, dude. Bust, bust, and bust. I got screwed on the rolls, man. Hey, I got one. Granted, I probably need more than that. It'd be nice to get one of these, but I doubt it. Everybody's trying to go for this gear. Back before 7.2 came out, I'm pretty sure everybody had already gotten... Hey, I got a hollow brooch. I can get another accessory. Everybody else had already gotten the light heavy cruiser, or light heavyweight stuff. So, like, pretty much everybody was just leaving those for the people who didn't get any of that, which was me. My god, I did not like the last one on that one. Oh, I don't want to do that. Did not like it. You cannot roll again until the next reset. Oh, I guess there is a limitation. Never mind. I thought there might have been, but I'm like, so far I haven't hit it. But, yeah, no, there is a limitation. Really says it right there. So it says loot received, you cannot roll again until the next reset. Which... I mean, when I was doing the light heavyweight, it seemed like I was okay. I was pretty much looting everything normally, so... I'm not entirely sure what they mean. If you're wondering why I'm skipping all these cutscenes, because they're really not that important. This is purely just to unlock stuff, unlock the duties and trials and all that stuff. Skill speed, spell speed, tenacity, obviously spell speed. This would be to unlock probably the next set. There's the Savage. Which I will not be doing. They, yeah. I do not have the gear to do that. I could do it, but I'm gonna get my shit pushed in. That's what's gonna happen there. There's the light heavy. For some reason, the cruiserweight is not there. Oh, it's a high-end duty added to the raid finder. Because here's the light heavyweight Savage variants. Set to the raid finder. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. The light heavyweight is probably in the regular list because it's no longer the main one. And I don't have an average item level of 730, so I can't do them anyway. Gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Okay. So, what we could do is I could... See, it says reward already received. I'm guessing that's what it's talking about. But I think I can still farm the gear. I think. But let's go back to the Nexus Arcade. And get another accessory. So what do I have now? Oh shit, we got this one. I don't know what this is for. An illustrated periodical on fashionable facial accessories. This particular issue contains a cover story on a audacious eyewear in varying colors used to unlock the groovy glasses facewear. Let's go! There's my first bit of facewear. Hey-o. These purely decorative accessories can be worn in addition to headgear. Review your collection by selecting character from the main menu, followed by facewear. From this window, you can choose different styles and colors and devise the perfect look for your character. Dude, they're doing so much in this game just to be able to give you, like, fashion accessories. I mean, you can't even see my eyes, though. You can't. You can't even see it! I'm equipping it anyway. Because you never know when I might actually be able to see my face. Oh, those are the brown... Well, brown one's fine. Item comparison. Oh wait, hold on. Left ring. Yeah, so obviously that one. So let's go with. We're gonna replace. Okay. It'll replace the right one. That's fine. Okay, so that's good. Oops. Reset it, and we're good. Okay, so we got 2 pieces of the cruiserweight gear. I still don't have a new grimoire. It's still at level 720. No. So we go here, and I'm pretty sure this is not... Yeah, you can't get the weapon here. That's purely armor. But the weapon, I think, is only this one. The 750 Historia. Oops, son of a bitch, dude. I'm always doing that. Yeah, that's 500 plus a Universal Tombstone 2.0, which you have to get through doing the Cruiserweight, right? Yeah. And you have to get these hollow blades, which I haven't even seen a single one drop, so it could literally take forever. But you only need one, so... Alright, I'm gonna run another one of Cruiserweight M2 and see if I can get more pieces. I'm gonna see if we can get more pieces. I'm pretty sure you can. That reward received thing, I'm not entirely sure what is rewarded. You know, it says loot received. You cannot roll again until the next reset. I don't know what that was pertaining to. But we'll see if we can get more pieces of the gear. We're probably going to end up with all the accessories first. Who's online? Alex and Jeremy playing Apex, because of course they are. Instead of playing Final Fantasy XIV with me, Jeremy's playing Apex. I think something's wrong with my stove burners, or maybe the connection, because every time I put my burner on high, or one of them anyway, it seems to not be able to hold that that heat. Like it has a real hard time keeping that temperature up. So I'm like I don't know what to do. Because I don't think it's the coils, I think it's actually the stove itself. Which would really suck. And randomly, the back left burner just started working. And I'm like, what the hell? It hasn't worked since I moved in here. And now it's fine. And I've unplugged it and plugged it back in many times. Is this guy a red mage? Naturally. That's pretty sick though. He's still looks like a red mage, but he's glamored it to look, you know, like a different gear set, which is actually cool. Still a pretty obvious red mage. Black mage? Nailed it. What is this guy? Staff? He's white mage. Okay, I thought so. I was like, possibly white mage, but I was gonna say blue mage, but nobody plays blue mage. It's weird because they added blue mage and it's not capable of playing with anything but a blue mage, which doesn't make any sense. It's considered what's called a limited job, and I don't know what that means. So he's at level 1, so you can actually, you know, level it up, but I think it only goes to 50. It's the weirdest thing. The coolest part about the blue mage is that I think it can use both spells from both black and white mages, which is what the red mage used to be, but red mage is something completely different now. But I would need to go to like help? Play guide, maybe? No. Active help? No, that's not it. Oh, jobs. No, that's not it either. So it's not help? There's official sites. I assume it would have been under help. Play guide, no. Official sites, support desk. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It's all previous. Ah, there it is. Okay. Hold on. Adventuring basics, movement, battle, quests, items. What? Really? Ah, blue magic. So rather than gaining new actions by increasing in level, blue mages learn them from enemies. To acquire an ability, you must witness your foe performing a specific attack before defeating it. The actions you learn are recorded in the blue magic spellbook, found under character in the main menu. All actions must be registered before they can be used. You may register up to 24 spells at once. Checking the box next to the spell will add it to the list of active actions. From there, they can be set to a hotbar. The blue magic spellbook details the attack type and aspect of each action. You can also view hints on where to acquire spells that you have yet to discover. In addition, if you use the duty finder to enter duties with level sync or item level sync enabled, the chance of acquiring spells from the corresponding enemies is significantly increased. Unlike most other weapons, blue mage arms generally have little effect on a character's attributes. However, the intelligence gained from armor and accessories provides a much larger increase in the offensive magic damage compared to other jobs. But I was certain that they could only go up to a certain level and they could only play with other blue mages, which I found very strange. Like, that's a massive limitation. Dude, how am I not finding a party yet? It's been 7 minutes. Let's look it up, shall we? Its status as a limited job, along with having a lower level cap, 10 to 20 levels lower depending on the patch, than other jobs restricts the type of content it can participate in, making many blue mage activities self-contained. However, blue mages using the correct spells have the strongest burst damage of any job in the game. Moreover, their available spells are not affected by level sync. This makes the job popular for quickly farming level sync duties or fates for various objectives such as Moogle Treasure Trove events. Alright, Blue Mage is a limited job specializing in harassing the powers of enemy creatures, or harnessing. While it is classified as a magical range DPS, it can adopt the roles of tank, healer, or DPS based on the spells the player equips and etheric mimicry. With over 100 spells to choose from, Blue Mages have great flexibility in customizing their playstyle. That's crazy. A mage being a freaking tank, dude? That's crazy to me. Okay, so I didn't see anything about them only being able to play with other Blue Mages. That would be a bit silly. It might be a thing, I don't know, but it didn't say anything about it, so.
What inspiration will you give me, I wonder?
Welcome to Sugar Riot's Gallery of Fellows!
Perhaps I'll draw this.
And with a flight, Sugar Riot brings her work to life.
What's your favorite color? An image comes to me. I hope you like it hot and sandy.
Goodness, the rain has become a desert.
How about a little more sunshine? When I think desert, I think of these prickly fellows.
It's a veritable storm of needles.
Oh my god.
Oh no, that was too much for the Challenger.
Ooh.
There's something missing.
Oh man.
Oh, I know.
That was hairy.
Quicksand? Oh, you don't want to get caught in that.
healers are not keeping up.
When you can't decide on one thing,
Oh, this is...
what do you think of this?
Uh-oh. Fuck. Alright, I only got hit by one. That's fine. That was it was a little confusing.
Amazing! They clearly anticipated that attack.
What do you say to a refreshing river step?
Crystal clear river! How charming!
What?
The challenger's
Oh
down!
my god, I
This
wasn't
is
in the water. Oh my god. I just realized what that was. I got lucky the first time.
It needs a touch of thunder, a dash of downpour.
A thunderstorm has turned the waters muddy! How frightening!
I have it. Some destruction to facilitate deconstruction.
A massive raging storm! I hope you all got parasols.
Oh shit. I'm dead. Wow, it didn't go that way the last time. I was not ready for it. Oh, that's timing. Okay, good.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Oh my god, that was bad. Wasn't paying attention.
When you can't decide on one thing,
Right, that one's going over there. Right, because this has to flop over there. Got
what do
it.
you think of this?
Effortlessly dodged.
Dude, I was like third or second in DPS. If I just paid attention, then I wouldn't have lost that spot. Well, obviously, you know, you'd have to get used to it. You just have to keep doing it over and over again, and eventually the randomness isn't so random. The patterns of certain things in the fight certainly can be. Okay, yeah, so I can't... Alright, so... Oh, wait, oh, the loot just started. Okay, never mind.
Next time.
Yeah, so I can just, like... Can I need roll any of these? No. Okay, so... Alright, yeah, so they're doing the same thing. The thing that I thought would have been the case. To where this is also limited in how many pieces a week you can get. Ah, my god, that's so cringe. Anyway, alright, so we're done doing that because we figured out, okay, we can only do it once a week. Which is weird, because I swear I could do it, I was able to do it with the light heavyweight, but... That's okay, we got a couple pieces at least. We got 2 pieces, 2 new pieces. The shitty part is we can't... You know how... Dude, you know what that means? How long it could be before I can even, like, get the Hollow Blade? This thing here? I need 7 of these to get this freaking Universal Tombstone to get the new Grimoire. Holy crap. Yeah, they do it because it's like... Okay, we want you to come back next week, and they don't want anybody gaining power so quickly, but it's like... I've said this before. Dude, we want to play the game. You know, like the current main currency of Tombstone of Mathematics, you can only get 450 a week. A week. So it takes like months to get the amount that you need to get all the new gear. And it's like, guys, why are you limiting us? We want to play the game. You don't need to incentivize us to come back to play the game. We're gonna play it anyway. And I've said that a million times, but it's just obnoxious. It's so stupid. It's something I don't agree with at all. Let's uncheck this. Yeah, I'll do that one. Yeah, I mean, again, they're limiting it. I honestly don't know why they do it. I think it's just so there's no like power creep or anything, but at the same time, it's like eventually I'm gonna have all the gear. But if I'm not playing, well, it's a weekly basis, so it takes people months to get these pieces. You saw I need 7 of those Hollow Blades just so I can get 1 Universal Tombstone so I can get my new Grimoire. The only way I can get this is that way. Right here. I need 500 Tombstones of Mathematics, but I need a single Universal Tombstone. That could take forever. The new Final Fantasy MTG cards look like ass. I hate the whole Universes Beyond thing. Most of it is trash. I don't even know what that is. The MTG cards? Are you talking about, like, Triple Triad? And also, we can only hold 2,000 tombstones at a time, so it's either I wait until I have 2,000 and then get like a whole bunch of pieces, or like I might be able to, I need 1,650 to get the chest and the legs, which are the most expensive pieces here. So after I get the maximum for the week, I can at least get those pieces. Those are the 2 of the most expensive pieces, and then the other 3 should be a little bit easier. Oh, Magic the Gathering. Oh, okay. There's Walking Dead, Mario. Walking Dead, that's stupid. Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings used to have its own card game. I actually used to have it. I just don't remember what happened to it. MTG no longer has its own identity. There are Marvel cards. You know what we used to call those? Just trading cards. It wasn't Magic the Gathering. It was just trading cards. What happened to that? They had nothing to do with games. It wasn't a trading card game. It wasn't... And it was just, you bought cards to trade them with people, or you just bought them. The original loot box, essentially. The original loot boxes. Alright, so I'm gonna, stop the BGM. Turn this down to about 25, I suppose. Get some custom music started. There we go. Marvel trading cards, had some as a kid. We had tons. Them and baseball cards and football cards. Some wrestling cards. I'm not into wrestling anymore these days because it's, I don't know, it's kind of dumb. Back in the day, though, it was awesome. Those are the golden days. The good days of wrestling are behind us. Well, where can I get these mount tokens? When the Rings MTG set came out, they introduced serialized cards. Guess how much some idiot spent on one of those serialized, the One Ring card for? I'm gonna probably guess about $5 grand. I don't know. Probably a stupid amount of money that none of us actually imagined of having for something so ridiculous. We put value on the dumbest shit, I swear to God. Like a, you know, like a sports player's rookie card or something like that. Back in the day, that meant a lot to a lot of people. Like Michael Jordan's actual rookie card. But there were so many like duplicates and replications that you just never, it was hard to tell which one was actually the rookie card and which one wasn't. That's not gonna... $2 million? But what was the, it's a former MMO player who's in MTG.
Look for an opening.
Cassius Marsh? I think I know that name. Well, okay. So... But how, what's the rarity of that card? But let's say you were actually to just buy packs. You know, what's the rarity of the card of the One Ring card? Which, you know, you figure the One Ring, there's only one. Essentially. There's supposed to only be one anyway. Because, like, if you were to say buy not if you couldn't buy the card. Oh, I don't know why I did that. That was stupid. If you couldn't buy the card separately, let's say, and you had to be able to find it in a pack, I mean, what would the rarity be? One of one, so it's technically a one of a kind, but like millions of non-serialized copies are available. Yeah, but I get that. I get why he spent so much money. I mean, it's too much money. But he's an NFL player, so they have nothing but money. And to have the original first print, I mean, that's like having the original first print of Spider-Man. You know, I mean, that's huge. But it's just brand new, so it's kind of like, yeah, I agree with you on that front. It's like, it's a brand new card, just printed. It's not even old enough to be considered a classic. You know, now, you know, we compare it to something like Spider-Man, the first issue. I mean, now we're talking super old. Where, you know, I mean, comic books, they still make comic books, but it's like a lost art, I suppose. And even the value of comic books has really gone down over the years because, well, some people are kind of just like, wow, the writing is shit or whatever. But I'm not entirely sure why, you know, the value of certain things has just not stayed the same in terms of like what we place value in. You know what I mean? Because comic books used to be huge. Huge in terms of value. He's not going to get me that time. But nowadays, I can't imagine that anybody really puts any value into comic books or something like that. I guess at this point, it's about the collection rather than a singular comic book. So, like, if you have literally every Spider-Man comic book that's ever been printed, that could be worth a lot of money. But it'd have to be the whole collection. And I think that's really ultimately what it's come down to in the modern era, is that it's about the collections. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's about the collections, not the actual individual comics. Like, I used to have all of the Splinter Cells, all of, like, physical copies, all of the Ghost Recons, Rainbow Sixes, and I gave those up years and years and years ago to buy myself a PS3, which was a big mistake. I almost had all of the Dot Hack games. I was only missing, I think, one. And those are, like, some of the most rare physical copies of physical games that you could actually get. And I was an idiot and didn't even realize it. I don't know why I did that one. Shit. I'm losing my mind. I'm kind of like... man. Grinding, I'll grind levels all day, but grinding endgame gear is... tough. I'm kind of not paying attention. I'm just doing this for the currency. You know? I don't need the gear from this dungeon anymore. We finally got all of it. And eventually, the gear from the raids is going to be far more valuable than the gear that I'm going to get from the currency. So it's like I might as well do that, but I can't get that unless I have a specific average item level, which this gear will give me. So it's tough, man. It's tough doing the end game stuff. And in your scenario, that specific comic isn't being reprinted, if I understand correctly. Yeah, like, say for example, well, I mean, back in the day, let's say for example, it is the original Spider-Man, the first edition ever. Back in the day, it was reprinted, but at this point, it's so rare because surviving copies are what we're talking about here, and there's far fewer surviving copies of the original first edition of Spider-Man. That's what gives it its value. Which is why I've always proposed that we burn half of the American dollars, so that way we can give value back to the dollars that are left. It's an aggressive tactic, but I think it'll work. If we want the US dollar to actually have value again, we have to literally physically burn half of it. And the government needs to stop reprinting money. So, but like modern comic books, you know, printing is far more advanced, and copying things is far easier to do than back in the day. That wrong one, Adam. Dude, my brain is checked out already. I'm not even concentrating on the freaking fights anymore. I know them like the back of my hand, but I'm just like kind of... The grind is very tough. I mean, I could sign up for different dungeons, but there's only like 2 of them that I'd want to do. This one and the station, whatever, however you pronounce it. Yawatewis, whatever, station. Right, that one. Imagine if Marvel was selling reprints of super valuable comics and just put a 1/1 on a reprint and called it worth $1 million, but then sold $5 reprints of the same comic as well. Well, again, that's where we have to, you know, ensure that that is just not the case. You know, you can't just reprint. People aren't stupid. They're not gonna believe a word that they say. Oh, there's a 1 of 1 of the original Spider-Man. No, it's not gonna work. But I do think serializing things does add value to it, because if only 500, like say for example, my dream car. What am I doing? My dream car. There's only 300 of those made in the history of, you know, cars, or of that car, I should say. So if I wanted one, I would have to have it custom made. Yeah, I am. I'm just like... I don't mind grinding, but...
That was hardly a challenge, I see.
I don't know what's wrong with my capture card. It's a pain in my ass.
Show me more. I bid you press on.
It's... Why are they coming after me? I don't understand that. So what was I saying? Something about... So like my car, my dream car is only 300 ever made in the history of the car. So I'd have to have it custom made, which would probably cost me a lot more than it would have if I was old enough at the time when it was produced to buy one. Simply because it's no longer made. So the value lies with the limited print. If that One Ring card has duplicates, well then it's not very valuable. If there literally was only one ever made, ever, that inherently adds the value. Is it stupid? Yeah, it is dumb to put value in something as like an inanimate object, like we always do. But that's just what humans do. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm just fucking. You used to have the first issue of Duckman, and what happened to it? You should set an example by burning half of your money on stream. No, I'm not going to do that. It would have to be a collective thing. People would have to be willing, and that's the worst part about it. Is that I would if it meant it was going to actually do something, but one person burning their money doesn't actually add any value back in because there's so much printed. We don't have enough gold in Fort Knox to cover our debt. That's bad. Oh, this guy's already doing this. That's really bad. We don't have enough gold in Fort Knox to actually cover the amount of money we printed. Not even just our debt, but the amount of money that we printed. You know, it's the same situation as like a credit card. Never spend the money that you don't have, because then you're actually going into debt. I've had to learn that lesson over and over and over again. But it's true. So, because the country has spent more money than it has, we're in horrible debt. And we have been for decades. And it's kind of annoying that that's the case. So, if it was collectively possible to convince the American public all together to burn half of their money,
You are untroubled thus far.
or you know the government like has us send it into them or whatever, physical cash, that would be very hard to do because there's cash that has been lost to the annals of history. Which maybe, if it can't be found, then, well,
Guarded these crumbling halls.
I don't know. Then that would add the value back to it. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I just think it'd be very difficult to convince the American public to burn half their money, even if it's for the betterment of the dollar, because everybody in America knows that the dollar bill is completely useless when compared to other currencies in the world. Still strangely more valuable than most currencies, but
Let us introduce more weaponry.
but still less valuable than it should be. You know, my parents, who are in their 70s, they remember when you could get a loaf of bread for like a nickel. Like, come on, a nickel? I mean, I'll tell you what right now, I remember when I started driving, I was paying $1.25 for gas. $1.25. When I was 17. And that wasn't that long ago. So what does that tell you?
Approach to assess your adaptability.
And the dollar back then was not that great. It was much better, but it wasn't that great. So it's just like, it's one of those things where you kind of like, you look back on it and you're like, what the hell happened? And I genuinely don't think that most people would agree to burning half the cash. Because they'd be like, no, it's my money. It's like, but your money's useless. The value of that money is so much lower than it should be. You know what the penny is worth? 2.5 cents. To make one. To make one. They have to spend 2.5 cents to make a singular penny. That's valued at 1 cent. What? Like, what? How fucked up is that? We're spending more money than the penny is even worth to print it. That's silly. In what world? Oh, shit. I got hit there. I'm dead. I'm not dead yet. I'm probably gonna die here. I wasn't paying attention. I just don't care.
I'm beginning to understand how you were able to defeat Queen Eternal.
Cost 2.5 cents to make a penny. Like, that's... Oh, shit. Oh, we didn't get hit yet. That badly. Probably even more now, actually, come to think of it. Because of inflation, it might even cost more to make a penny. Like 3 or 4.5 cents to make a penny. And it's not even copper. Copper has actual value. Copper is actually more valuable than the penny. That the penny allegedly mimics. If they made the penny and like actually out of full copper, it'd be really, really, really valuable. Okay, I'm on the right side this time. But anyway, I digress. I'm just rambling now because I'm fucking tired. It's been a trying week. But we ended on a good note. Today was actually a good day. But, beginning and middle of the week was a nightmare. At work. But serialization only works if you stick to that limit. That's not what MTG is doing, so to me, that 2 mil is just so stupid. No, yeah, I agree. Just because it's 1 of 1, but they're printing more of them, that literally devalues the 1 of 1. It makes no sense. Oh, the debt is like trillions of dollars. We're trillions of dollars in debt. And that is partially due to us constantly printing money, or our government, not us, but our government constantly printing money, and them being the only ones to print money. But it's also the fact that a lot of countries owe us a lot of money, more money to us than we to them. So that's what all the tariffs are about, and it's them trying to rebalance what we're owed. And that debt may never go away. I mean, it's more than likely never going to go away because the government keeps giving themselves a debt ceiling. They keep going past the debt ceiling. They just give themselves. There's no grand scheme of any. Like, they just raise it because they say so, and then they just print more money. And it's like, guys, there's a reason that the money is not worth anything. So by then, sure, but that money that's spent to manufacture the coin doesn't just evaporate. It goes to the companies and workers involved. Yeah, but the problem is just simply the fact that it costs more to make the penny than the penny's worth. So if we were to get rid of the penny, it would not hurt anything. It wouldn't hurt the economy. We could even get rid of the nickel and still be okay. We would just have to round up. But we could get rid of the penny and the nickel and we save billions printing that shit. Yeah, every product has a cost to it to produce, but the cost to make the product should never exceed how much you can get from it. So that's why we're always talking about, yeah, I know, the Canadians got rid of the penny and everything's fine. But the Americans, for some reason, just refuse to get rid of the penny. I don't know why. We should just nobody uses them. I got pennies sitting in a piggy bank over here. And you just, yeah, okay, I'll bring them to Coinstar, but then Coinstar takes like half of the value. So it's like, what's the point? I've just lost all like half the value of those coins. Because they take a percentage of for, you know, sorting your shit. But it's, you know, when we talk about not spending more on the product than it's worth, you know, you always hear about companies, they you know, whatever company made this, which is Mr. Coffee, whatever it cost them to make this cup, I guarantee you was a lot less than what I bought it for. Now, I didn't buy this per se, I bought the machine that also came with it to make iced coffee. I don't use it anymore, but so whatever this cost them, it probably cost them like 5 cents to make this. They could probably sell that for $5-6. So they're not at a loss when they make this cup and they sell it. They're actually gaining profit. That's how it's supposed to work. But when it's costing more to make the product than you can sell it for, that's a problem. So essentially the same thing with the penny. It's costing us 3-4 cents to make a single penny, which only is valued at 1 cent. At that point, you should cut your losses, stop printing the penny, get rid of it, and phase it out of circulation. And the nickel apparently is also getting up there, where it's like it's starting to cost more to print the nickel than it is to, or than it has value. So I don't know. It's just a whole thing. This country has been fucked for a long time. Say 5 cents to manufacture, but then gets exchanged 1,000 times during its lifetime. Does it generate enough value to justify its use? No, because they keep printing them. That's the problem. If it was like a certain amount of pennies that were printed, and it cost more to manufacture than what it's worth, then yes, over time you'd see a return. It's like putting solar panels on your house. You're not going to see an immediate return on that until you're about 5 to 10 years in. Then you start seeing the benefits, but you have to eat that cost at the beginning. Same idea. If the penny there was a limited number of pennies that were produced, then yes, and they cost 5 cents to make one of them, then yes, over time, eventually you'll see a return on the value of those pennies. But they just keep printing them. And that's the problem. That's the issue with the American dollar, is that it just keeps getting printed because these bigwigs at the top keep lining their pockets with more and more money instead of using the money that's in circulation. Right. And the dollar bill, the penny, the nickel, all these things have been devalued so much over time. We actually there used to be a coin, and this is a great channel if you've never heard of him, CGP Grey. He's a dude who's got his master's in a couple of mediums, actually. I think English and some sort of history or something. He's got a couple of master's degrees, and he talks about this in one of his videos. It's an old video, and he actually did a revised video on the penny, the value of the penny and stuff like that. And he goes over this, and he says there used to be coins that existed, but they don't anymore because we phased them out because they had no value. The half cent used to be a thing. There used to be something in between nothing and a penny. It was called the half cent, but it was so pointless that we got rid of it. So the penny is at that point. The nickel is almost, if not already, at that point. The only coins that have any value now are the quarter and the dime, because they still cost less to make than what they're worth. So we could phase out the nickel and the penny and we would not even feel it. We'd actually see gains. Farthings and halfpennies. Yeah, like farthings, I don't remember when the last time those were even used. So it's like there are currencies that have been phased out in the past that we had no issue getting rid of, but for some reason we have a problem getting rid of the penny and the nickel. I don't know. You know, I don't know what it's like for the dollar bills, but I'm sure that the dollars still cost maybe a little less to make than it's worth, but it's very quickly losing value. Anyway, I've talked myself into a stupor. Probably tired because I had lunch and that was it. That's my meal, but I have been eating oatmeal after stream lately, so, you know. Big Penny is corrupt. Yeah, I mean, the whole government's corrupt, but hopefully that's turning around. Get some blood sugar. Well, it's not that. It's just simply my diet. What I've been doing is taking in little to no carbs during the week. At the beginning of this week, I was really bad. On Sunday, it was Mother's Day. I spent the day with my parents, and they had a smorgasbord of sweets. And I love my baked goods, so I had to have some. And then Monday, I had a new guy starting at work, and the agency that we hire from, they love to bring Dunkin' Donuts when they, you know, when we settle on a new employee with them. So there was donuts, and I was like, barely anybody works in the facility anymore, and the guys that do work here with me, they just don't. A lot of them don't really eat sugar that much. They don't eat sweets all that much. They don't have a sweet tooth like I do. So I was like, they're gonna go to waste, and I hate food wasting. So I was really bad on Sunday and Monday, a little bit on Tuesday, but the rest of the week I corrected that, and now we're back to like little to no carbs. And if the carbs I do have, if I do have carbs, I mean, it's good carbs like oatmeal. Yeah, right. I mean, come on. Like, I had to get a Boston cream before somebody else did, because the last time we had donuts there, somebody snagged all the Boston creams. I'm like, son of a bitch, dude. I like all the other donuts too, but like Boston cream is the donut. Anyway. I think I'll end it here. Normally I'd go like 5 hours, but I am just so... Oh my god, dude. I don't want to have to grind out the currency again. I know it's gonna be necessary, but like, once I get... The only thing holding me down is the freaking grimoire. My tome. My weapon, if you will. But I can basically get all of the gear from the raids. And then that's 745. So that should get me up to 730 at least. Even with my out-of-date grimoire. And then I can work on the better raid gear. It'll be a nightmare, but I can do it. And, and so, you know, I could basically just bypass this entire grind and just go with the best gear, but I am drained. So that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. I appreciate your time and attention, as always, RJ. A pleasure, sir, having this conversation with you. I may not be a political person, but I do find politics interesting as much as I hate them. It's an interesting topic, especially when it comes to money. And please join me again, probably sometime this weekend, to play some more games, do some more things, enjoy each other's company, because we're expecting rain and thunderstorms tomorrow, so I don't know. I don't want power to get knocked out while I'm streaming, but, you know, we'll see what happens. So be on the lookout for that. Until then, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Final Fantasy XIV. I'll see you guys later.